back with another video. Good morning to you. Okay, so I didn't mean to record this way, but since it's live and started, we'll go ahead and get through this particular video, and then I'll switch it back up for the next time. I like to record horizontally. But anywho, a lot to do, a lot to cover, a lot going on. So I'm gonna probably push out a couple different videos as much as I can get before the little girlies wake up, and we have a full work day today. So let's see what I can get done. Now, let's hop right to it. I know we're going through this whole thing, Myron Golden's Make More Offers Challenge. Y'all will hear me say that until you hear it in your sleep. I'm telling you, you don't want to hear me say it anymore. That's okay. Go ahead and check out the links in the description. Super amazing challenge, has set my mindset, my course, my path, just a lot more focused and a lot more diligent. But anywho, so I made a post. Well, I made a lot of posts, but I usually take the clips and shorts from my post and post those as well. And one of them that I posted was about mediocrity, right? And how the majority of people enjoy or want to be mediocre or are mediocre. And there's only a select few people that pursue excellence, whatever that post was. I get a comment in one of the shorts that I made. I get a comment from somebody, and I wish I would have screenshotted it because when I blocked them, okay, we're gonna talk about some housekeeping. When I blocked them, I deleted the post or deleted the comment or whatever the case may be. But they said, why is my piece considered mediocre? And who places value on excellence? Okay, so here's just some general housekeeping rules. Thank you for joining me for this one, okay? And I understand in getting, putting things out there for the public and making, just making things available to other people, you would definitely encourage or enlist in some sense their opinions, right? Here's the thing, and now I see why other content creators do this, right? Here's the thing. Things that we discuss here, one, we're building a community. This community is made for people who are entrepreneurs, who are, building businesses, who are on their way to doing something. Those people who you're in the thick of things, right? You're in the trenches of things, and you're actually doing the work, you're doing the building. The whole purpose of our channel is to help people see what the behind the scenes look like, what the mindset looks like with that process, because sometimes it gets very lonely, sometimes it's very challenging, sometimes it is very heavy, and people don't realize how heavy the journey is. I know that they say that most of the businesses within the first 1 to 2 years, they just don't make it, they fizzle out. Right? They're no longer in business. We've been in business now for 8 years, and I'm grateful to God for that. And I'm looking forward to the next 8. I'm looking forward to the next 15 of being in business. But there's a reason why people fizzle out of it. One side of that, one aspect of it is the loneliness, right? So we're in the process now of really building a community of people who are building something, who are trying to make something happen. So that comment was so misplaced, because if you're looking for somewhere to go to be comfortable, if you're looking for a place to land, if you're looking for somewhere that's going to tickle your ears, if you're looking for something that is going to encourage your comfort, you're in the wrong spot. Period. You're on the wrong channel. We're not looking for comfort over here. We're not looking for something that's going to tickle our ears. We're looking for a community that as we build, that as we grind, that as we do those things, we're looking for a community of people where we can find a little bit of solace, where we can find a little bit of refuge, but it's not to the point where we want to stop in our pursuit because we know there's a destination that we need to get to. We know that there's something that needs to be done, something that is within us that needs to be birthed forth. That's who's over here. If you're over here by mistake and by accident, that's okay. Get off on the next exit. It's fine. There is nothing wrong with continuing to scroll, but I tell you what I will do. Anytime that I find comments like that, and I may not see them all, but I will block you. I will block you because it automatically lets me know that you're in the wrong space, that you're a part of the wrong community. And I'm not going to allow, as we build our community, I'm not going to allow people to taint it, right? So why is your peace considered mediocre? It's not the peace that's considered mediocre, right? But I do want you to understand, and I'm all for teaching, right? So maybe you thought you was in the wrong place. You're like, oh man, I really needed to be here, right? Because I need to get things moving. There is something within my spirit that I was supposed to do, and I never quite did because I didn't have enough unction in myself to do it. Here's your place, right? Here's the place where we hold up each other's arms. Come on in. But when it comes to mediocrity, it's not the peace that is considered mediocre. Your mediocrity is considered mediocre. You accepting and allowing yourself to be subpar is considered mediocre. You allowing yourself to operate on 60% when you know you have more in you, that is considered mediocre. It is considered mediocre when you are functioning on this much and God has given you this much. God has given a measure to every person. The problem is not the measure that God has given you. I take no pride in being a business owner over the person who works for me. Matter of fact, especially now that we don't have an employee right now, I know the value of having that additional person there. I know the value that they bring to us. I know the value they bring to our vision. So it's not necessarily me having some sort of pride or haughtiness over one person over the other, one measure over the other measure. We're not measuring against somebody else's measure. That's not what makes you mediocre. What makes you mediocre is when you're taking a look at your own measure and you are functioning in part. If God gave you a measure of this much and you're functioning from a measure of this much, yes, you are mediocre. It's not a comparison to one another. It's a comparison to yourself. What capabilities, what are you truly made of? And what happens is we become so distracted as a society, as a people. We become so distracted with everything else that we don't necessarily always see what we're made of, that we can't always get to a point where we are functioning at our highest and our best self because we have so many other distractions and so many other deterrents in our face. And what a brilliant plan of the enemy. And seems to be quite easy for most folks to simply distract you. The enemy doesn't have to push you off a cliff. He don't have to convince you to go to do anything absolutely absurd or crazy. He doesn't have to do any of that. If he can affect this mind and keep you distracted from what God has truly instilled and placed inside of you, oh, baby, he's stopping destinies left and right. From here. From here. I don't have a phone in here, but from here, right? Because we're so distracted at times. So it's not the peace that is considered mediocre. I have peace. I have peace in my pursuit to destiny. There's peace in it. Not because it's easy, not because it's something that's simple, because it definitely challenges me. It definitely stretches me. It definitely takes me beyond my current capacity. But I have peace in it because I have peace in the authority of God. I have peace in the favor of God. I have peace in the goodness of God. I have peace knowing that God has brought me through time and time again, and he will do it again without doubt. That's where my peace comes from. My peace comes from my confidence in God. But we will deal with it here. And who values excellence? I value excellence. I value becoming my best self. because God of the universe created me. The ultimate creator created me, put something inside of me, designed me as an expression of himself. And the only way the world will truly see who he is when we see who we are. We talk so much that's a lost, it's a dying world out there. I see so much, and I have to be careful about the things that I see. And when I see them, because they weigh heavy on me. We talk so much about the dying world. There's so much evil in the world. There's so much dysfunction in the world. We talk so much about those things, when it starts with us, because we refuse to be our highest and our best selves, so people don't get to see the full expression of God. It is time for us to stop quitting, for us to stop giving out, burning out, for us to stop second guessing, for us to stop hesitating. It's time out for that. And it's time for us to go get and go see who God has called us to be. And I don't care. I don't care if God has called you to be the janitorial staff. I don't care. It makes not a bit of difference to me. If that's the measure that he gave you, I want you to operate in your full measure, and we will see the glory of God. If he has called you to be the CEO of a company, it doesn't make you any better. It's the gift that God gave you. And what I want to see is, I want to see you operating in the full measure that he has given you, because then we will see the glory of God. I'm after his glory. And each individual, why did I show up? I had to change my why, even about this channel. I had to change my why. Why did I show up? Yes, there's a lot going on. Absolutely. Why did I show up? Because I desire to see the glory of God. And I just don't say things to be saying it. I say it because I believe it. I believe that we are the expression of God here on the earth. And when we become our best selves, when we operate in our fullness, when we operate in our authenticity and our truth, we will see the glory of God. And it's time out that all of this foolishness that we see around us, people asking stupid questions that I never thought I would hear asked. What is a woman? Stupid questions like that. When we stop being sidetracked by the foolishness of this world, start operating in the goodness and the fullness of God within ourselves, his glory will move and filtrate the earth. It will. It will. So that's what we are doing over here. Okay? That's what we're doing here. If you're not here for that, scroll. Keep scrolling. It's okay. It's okay. I've been talking to myself for a long time on this channel. It's quite all right. It's quite all right. But what we're building over here is a community of people who are on their way to destiny. And we don't want anybody left behind. Right? So as we're building, as we're going, it's important to me to see others coming along the way. And it's a process. That's why it's not popular over here. That's why people aren't just coming in droves. It's not popular over here because it's an actual process. And what people want to see is, they want to see the end product. They want to see your cars. They want to see your money. They want to see all that. They want to see the end product. They want to see a thing that is always out of reach. They always want to be reaching something that's out of reach. But what you don't want is, you don't want the accountability to say, hey, I am here. We in the same situation. And to look back a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, and say, girl, where you at? I did it. You could do it too. Because there is a place a real place where the work actually happens. I know we watch a lot of things, we see a lot of things where somebody has made it and now they're coming back and saying, hey, look at me, I did this, you can do this. And they're gonna have you, matter of fact, I'm gonna have you pay for it. I'm telling you right now, I am going to have you pay for it. You either join me for the journey now or you pay for the journey later. It is as simple as that. Either join the journey now for free, right? Work on yourself, on your stuff simultaneously. We learn and learn together. You either join the journey now or I'm going to make you pay for it later. Because once I've done the work, once I've put in the groundwork and the footwork, and once I've done all that, but when I tell you, you'll pay for my time. And I mean that. Anywho, so I just wanted to chat just a little bit about that specific comment on this one. But we all have work to do, so let's get on to it. Y'all take what y'all need and you get on about y'all business. I'll see y'all in a bit. Bye.